Sorry, this is coming a little bit late, but I wanted to just do a few changes to these videos. I was finding that I had posted some really old ones and I was really getting tired of looking at the same old work. So I've redone this assignment. So hopefully it's more interesting, and I'm going to take you through the entire design production for it. So this is the youth experience brochure exercise. It's a brochure, so it's a folded document. So it has multiple pages, back and fronts, sides. I've provided a kind of a company background here. So this is just a fictional company that I've made up. It's kind of like the free to play, except in this case, I've changed it so they do provide programs as opposed to like working with other community organizations, and they are specifically targeting low-income single parents and new immigrant families. So they're working with kind of like a different target audience, or like a more specific target audience. I'm going to show you all of these things: paragraph styles, character styles, bleeds, text wraps, bullet lists, and then some of the things that you've previously learned in InDesign. I'm going to go through all of these items, so setting up the document all the way to packaging the document. There are the files that you can use. So I provided 2 logos, and the reason why I've done 2 logos is because one has black text and one has white text. So depending on your design, you might have a preference which logo you use. You could also use both, or both of them at the same time. Both of them, sorry, within the document. They are EPSs, so these are file formats that encapsulated PostScript files. Yeah. So if you do not have Illustrator, you can't open them, but you do not need to open them. You just need to download them and use them. And then, of course, I provided some images as a zip file, zip folder. So it will, if you're on the Mac, you just click on it. Same with the PC, I believe. And once it's downloaded, I'm just going to just show it in Finder. It's still downloading. But once it's downloaded on the PC, you do a right or control click, and you open the folder, and then I can't remember all the nuances how you do it. There is in exercise 3, there's a link to some videos on how to do that. So on the PC, on the Mac, it will automatically uncompress. So if I just kind of toggle those. So these are just the free-to-play images that I previously uploaded for you, and then there's just a few additional ones as well. So these Getty ones, they have that watermark, and so those are kind of those unavoidable little images that stock companies add to their images to prevent people from stealing images and illegally using them. So unless you're buying an image, those watermarks are going to appear, and we just pretend that they don't exist. We don't buy images, purchase images before we actually are going to finally use them. We've got the okay, because they can be in the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So we just kind of pretend those watermarks are there. So there's just a whole bunch of images in that folder. Now, the copy deck, everything in red is what the text that you're actually going to add to the document. So that's called a copy deck. So companies provide copy decks. This is text written by copywriters or somebody within the company, and this copy in red is what you absolutely have to include. Now I've included the gray text here is just kind of an indication of what you need to add to the document, and then it should title also what the actual text represents. So I have these like headers, subheads, headers, copy, and these are actually going to become our paragraph styles. So I'll go through that as well. I've said, when there's going to be what should be on the front of the brochure, what be on the center spread, and what should be on the back, etc. There's a breakdown of the marks and when it's due. So let's just go through all of setting up the document. So I'm just going to run through all of these items, 1 through 17, and I'm going to break it up, obviously, so it's not just like one huge long video. I'm going to break it up into some kind of some logical segments. I don't know exactly what those will be right now. Maybe it's going to be based upon just creating the particular pages. So next video, that's what I'm going to do.